What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna be looking at I'm a young sugar baby, how to buy me. Now this should be interesting. I know I say that on all of them, but this one should really be interesting.
Sonny Daniel Enterprises. Bad things. There's a lot of bad things that they wish and 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 they got plans, got plans.
Life's hard when you're a single mom. I fell pregnant when I was 16.
You fell pregnant? No, you was out here smashing. Don't act like it just fell upon me. Nah, she was out here getting busy.
And my daughter's father said he didn't want to be a parent so young, so he dumped me when I wouldn't have a termination. I dropped out of school when I had the baby. I called her Tamsin. It was tough taking care of her alone. She didn't see—
You did not just call this girl Tamsin. It's like tampon and Samson mixed together.
Like other children. She needed a lot of extra care. When she was 5, she was diagnosed with autism, which explained her behavior, but it didn't make things easier for me. I was 22, no college degree, no job, nothing. One day, I was looking through Craigslist for ways to make money. I found an ad which said, well-off 45-year-old male looking for a lady that likes to be well treated. We can start with coffee and exchange resumes.
Bruh, no, I hate to keep blaming this on the fathers and the parents and the mothers, but this is definitely bad parenting right here. If your daughter thinks it's a good idea to meet up with a 45-year-old man that she don't know, clearly you dropped the ball raising this girl. I'm just saying.
Your time is valuable, and I'll make sure you don't feel undercompensated.
Dude got a gold tooth.
Hoping for a drama-free, mutually beneficial arrangement. It was obvious he was looking for a sugar babe. I'd never seen myself dating an older guy, but I was struggling to find work and still take care of my daughter, so I decided to send him a message, even though there wasn't a photo so I could see what he looked like.
You don't even know what this man looks like? Come on, girl. You gotta be smarter than this. I mean, this is like, come on, man.
As I got ready to meet him, I felt really nervous, but I told myself it was going to be fine. I was doing this to build a better life for Tamsin.
That's a lame excuse.
We met at a Starbucks, and he said his name was Mark. He was nothing like I expected. He wasn't 45. He was in his 50s and overweight. Still—
Hey, don't be ranking on my dude for being fat. It's all good. He balling. You know what I'm saying? He balling. That makes up for it.
Mark was easy to talk to, so although I wasn't attracted to him, I figured we'd get on okay. His 2 kids were grown up, and he'd been divorced for years. At the end of our first date, he said, "We should go out for dinner. I know a few good restaurants."
I don't understand dudes like this though. Like, you got money. Yeah, you 50 years old and you fat. Okay, big deal. But you got money though. So you could get a personal trainer. You could get your stuff together and actually find a girl that actually likes you. That's not 18 or however old this girl, 22. That's actually like 35, 38. That's actually trying to settle down for real and actually love your butt. Like, I would never get a girl and pay her to be my girl. That's just like, that's against the rules, man. You don't pay no girl to like you. That don't even make no sense. But
I still wasn't sure.
Whoa, look at that face.
I wanted a sugar daddy, but I said yes anyway. The restaurant we went to was incredible. My food cost over $100. And it tasted amazing. It was a nice place, but Mark was rather boring. I didn't really want to kiss him afterwards, but I did it anyway. Then he flew me and Tamsin first class to Hawaii. We stayed at a beautiful resort.
See, to me, like, I'm gonna be 100. I get the draw to be a sugar baby. I also get the draw to have a sugar baby. But it's like, unless y'all really click and got a bond, it's all for show, right? I mean, don't you want an actual partner that actually like you? I mean, maybe it'll grow. I mean, I don't know. It just seems a little weird.
It was lovely, but he spent so much money on me. We stayed at a beautiful resort. It was lovely, but he spent so much money on me. I kind of felt guilty, like I owed him something, you know? Still, at least my money worries were over. Mark and I started seeing each other, but he didn't want us to move in together. Instead, he gave me a condo in the city and just came by whenever he wanted. He paid me a $6,000 monthly allowance. He even bought me a Lexus.
Wait a minute. This man paid her $6,000 a month?
Together. Instead, he gave me a condo in the city and just came by whenever he wanted.
Bruh, I gotta blame Mark. Mark, what the hell is wrong with you? You paying this girl $6,000 and gave her a condo just to come by and get some every once in a while? Are you crazy? $6,000. That is crazy, man.
He paid me a $6,000 monthly allowance. He even bought me a Lexus.
He should have bought you a Benz or a BMW or something like that.
I gotta admit, I loved my new life. I sent Tamsin to a private kindergarten and started taking some college courses. Finally, things were turning around for me. We dated for 2 years until he suddenly dropped. I think he started seeing a younger woman, but all he said was, "I'm sorry."
I mean, my man just out here wasting money. Like, just wasting it. Just, why do I need money? $6,000. That's crazy.
I'm gonna end this. I didn't argue. I mean, it wasn't like there was a ring on my finger, but suddenly I had nothing. I hadn't graduated yet, and I'd never had a job.
You was making $6,000 a year. How long was you with this man?
It's seeing a young dated for 2 years.
2 years. You was making $6,000 a month for 2 years. Where's my calculator? I should know the math, but I don't. She was making $6,000 times 24 months. That's $144,000. Now, he bought the condo, correct? Didn't she say he bought the condo? Yeah, we getting technical.
Instead, he gave me a condo in the city and just came by whenever he wanted.
He gave me a condo, so she didn't have to pay rent. He gave her a condo and gave her $6,000 a month, which means out of that $6,000 a month, she probably paid like maybe at the max, probably $2,000 for living, food, whatever. Maybe add something, $3,000 for whatever a month. That means she had $3,000 a month that she should have been saving and could have still been living good, which means she could have had $72,000 put aside. So if something did go down, she should have had at least $70,000 in a savings account, man. I hope she did.
I didn't argue. I mean, it wasn't like there was a ring on my finger, but suddenly I had nothing. I hadn't graduated yet, and I'd never had a job. Who was going to hire me? I was so desperate. I signed up for a Sugar Babe website. This time, it didn't go so well. I met up with this guy.
There's actually websites where you can turn into a sugar baby? That's crazy.
Let's call him George. He was in his late 40s, and from the moment I met him, I had a bad feeling. I was too desperate to care, though, so I started dating him. He wasn't quite as rich as Mark, but at least he gave me enough money to stay in college. But he was always demanding. I came to see him whenever he wanted, and he asked where I'd been if I didn't show up straight away. If I went out with friends, he'd get really jealous. I felt like he wanted to control me. When he gave me an engagement ring after just 3 months, I knew I had to leave before I was in too deep. I texted him saying, "Sorry, but it won't work out." George went nuts. He came over and tried to break down my door. I had to call the cops to get him to leave.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a controlling maniac.
Look at his face. Wow.
I should never have started seeing him. In the end, I took out a big loan to finance my degree and cover my bills, but it was worth it. Now I'm working in an office with a stable salary, and I don't have to rely on a man to take care of me. Do I recommend finding a sugar daddy? Absolutely not. It's dangerous. A lot of those guys are troubled and just want to control the women they're with.
Yeah.
But maybe, if I was having money problems, I'd do it again. You just don't know what's going to happen.
That's a big chance to take though, man. I don't know. Y'all post in the comments. I know we all joke about having a sugar mama and a sugar daddy or whatever, but would you really do it? Post in the comments and let me know. I know I joke about it all the time. Like, yo, I need a sugar mama. I need a sugar mama. But like, would you do it though? $6,000 a month. Post in the comments. Let me know. Love y'all. Peace.
He paid me a $6,000 monthly allowance. He even bought me a Lexus.